back, chat. We back, chat. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Make sure we live. All right, we live, yes, sir. Let's get the audio synced up. Live in stew. Yes, sir. Let me get you guys tapped in on this. Right.
And when I got on TV.
And we back.
Did you have any idea?
Got a lot to get into today, chat. Audio is back clear.
The emergence of this.
Yeah, that's just so important. Are we good? Yeah, chat. Want to get you guys involved. Share, comment, share, like. Let's get you guys tapped in, of course. Shout out DGI, Osmo Pocket 3, anything Osmo, scan the link. Get access to our merch. Everything right there, chat. Let's give us a few minutes and we'll be starting right up. Tapped in, right in, chat. Tapped right in. Welcome back to the Daily Dose Media Studio. Yes, this is another one. We're going to take it further than we did before, further than we did yesterday. Let's tap into this daily news. What's going on in society? What happened today? What we got to look out for? And what is to come? Right? Right. That's the most important thing right now. That's the most important thing. Good day in stocks, but let's see what's up. Good day in Bitcoin as well. Good day all around. Let's see what's up, chat. Let's hear what the people are talking about. Let's see what the people are talking about. Let's see what's the top news, top stories. Make sure you share and like. Drop some comments below. Let me know what city you guys are in, chat. Let's see what's up. Hold up. Yeah, this was a big one. CZ Binance over there in Abu Dhabi. He's having a time. Good for CZ. Shout out CZ. Over there signing deals and getting things done. So we see you, CZ. And that's all good for Bitcoin, right? We need more crypto exchanges getting out there, going and speaking to the people, and doing things the right way, right? So I'm going to continue to monitor these things. This is what's up for Bitcoin. Yeah, we know that's the wave right now. It's been just dusting everything, leaving every stage in blood. Every stage is bloody right now. 102, 103, 104. It's coming for 105. So we went to see what's up. Continuing to watch and monitor Bitcoin for sure. For sure. Even this, let's see, recent news here. Exciting news from whiskey distilleries to orthopedic care. Two innovative companies are jumping on the Bitcoin bandwagon. They're recognizing the potential of Bitcoin, of digital currency for stability and growth. I don't know what company is not looking at Bitcoin for stability and growth. And if you're not, you're in the wrong fucking sector. Honestly, wrong sector, chat. Keep trying to tell them, get it together. Get it together. Make sure you share and like, chat. Let's get in the algo. Share and like, chat. But like we said, it's so important to just stay tapped in, because if you miss one day, you're missing so much, right? So, bruh, get yourself involved. Get yourself some knowledge. Perfect way to start with Bitcoin. Show you guys some game before. This is what the WWE has turned into. Crazy shit.
Do you speak? Where are you from? I think I can speak your language, bro.
Me?
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Congo.
You're from Oloboka Lingala?
Naloba Lingala.
Nazomeka Koloba Lingala. Kombo nani?
Como la Daniel?
Daniel. Oloboka Daniel. Oloboka Minoko Mitsusu?
Français, anglais, japonais.
Japonais. Nihongo mo dekiru desu ka?
日本語もできるよ。
おそらくもうさらnini? Nabinayo.
なべたバスケット。
Basket. Basket. You speak Igbo?
I speak Yoruba.
Yoruba. Okay. Niboli tiwa? Niboli tiwa? Kikilon shele.
I'm a Nigerian, you know, so I came from Nigeria.
Bambara? Ini Sagoma? Ini Sagoma? Ini Tele?
Oui.
English.
How do you learn all this language? Question, how do you learn all this language? That's the question.
Ngala eza munoko kitoko. Yekola
Eza
koloba.
monoko kitoko ya. Oui, oui, eza monoko kitoko. Pona yo monoko nini ezoleka kitoko na mokili?
Lingala.
Lingala. My man, I love Lingala, bro.
You need to go to Africa now.
Which part of Africa should I
Go to Nigeria.
go? Nigeria.
Go to Nigeria, go to Senegal, go to Mali.
Mali.
You have to go to Africa. If you learn the language, you need to go there. You need to visit right there.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm serious.
You speak Japanese too?
I speak Japanese.
Nihongo meche umai.
This guy knows all languages right now. Savage.
Basket sensu.
People in Africa always know more than 2 languages.
Center.
100%.
Center de.
Center de wa nai. So, some position to young position.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. man.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you.
Shout out to dude on TikTok. He knows all these languages for sure. Shout out to me for knowing French. Yeah, you got to. Halle crashing out. Sure, everybody heard about that, but we ain't even gonna get into it. Make sure I get you guys the scoops lately. Yeah, Elon was doing his thing. He's always out there, not gonna lie. Y'all think this is a fucking game? Elon can be flying. Yup. 2026, flying. I don't doubt it. But with AI too now, it's over. They gonna have us flying. Driving. Traffic, yeah. Let's go. Share and like, chat, share and like. Seriously. So, not the best start, but right direction. It actually works. So, very important. Yeah, Justin JP Morgan says Bitcoin could outperform gold in the second half of 2025. So important to know. So stay tapped in with Bitcoin because that is key right now. I'm gonna just show you guys what recently been going on. If you didn't really tap into yesterday's news, today's news, anything. Trump is over there in the UAE, securing trillions for the people. You know, so we'll see where these deals go, right? We'll see where these deals go. You get really serious, and if you're in stocks and getting anything, you know.
I hear it from the wealthiest families. I hear it from the biggest companies. I mean, the adoption of it is incredible. I told the story I was at MENA in Abu Dhabi, and I told the story right before I got there. A good buddy of mine runs one of the biggest banks in America. You can probably guess which one it is. They run a very, very large office for that bank in the wealthiest suburb of New York, right, in Greenwich, Connecticut. And he always said, a year ago, he was saying, hey, Bitcoin's funny money. Crypto's funny money. The other day, he goes, Eric, where do I buy this incredible kind of, cryptocurrency? Where do I buy Bitcoin?
Oh, this Larry Fink guy.
And so every single
how
day,
everybody
guys,
thinks
I'm telling
that
you,
started.
people who were kind of staunchly against it, people who didn't understand it, people who were closed-minded.
That was me. So
people who were kind of
that's
rhinos to traditional finance are coming around in a massive way, and I think the kind of spike in Bitcoin is going to be significant, and therefore it really is kind of a race to the top right now. There's a lot of people who are running very, very hard at this mission, and I promise you we're going to beat them in that marathon.
Asher, this next one goes directly to you. You were talking about
everybody.
Like we can see, man, just stay invested, stay tapped in, because change is happening right now, right? So that's all for our Bitcoin segment today. But yeah, I wanted to make sure you guys were tapped in and know what's going on. In other news,
I done went around this motherfucker a few times. I think this
in other
motherfucker right.
news, yeah, we got Javante and Lamont Roach rematch set for August 18th. So be sure to be on the watch for that. Got Tory Lanez, man.
Some people.
Ever since Tory did this video about his NFTs and everything and being independent,
Understand what the fuck is
everything
going
went
on?
down.
Y'all don't understand? I just cracked the fucking industry.
Yeah, man. So, hey, man, prayers up for Tory. Don't want to speak too much on the situation because I know there's not really too much out about it, but prayers up for Tory and the whole family. But this seems definitely like a setup situation, and people are gonna want to know what's up, right? So you cannot doubt anybody for wanting to tap in and know what the hell is going on. Let's get into some quick daily dose news. Let's see, exciting news. Yeah, this is what I was telling you guys about the whiskey thing. Yeah, so exciting news in Cohere acquiring. So we just see a lot of acquiring going on right now. Businesses buying businesses and money flowing into AI, right? So big news in mobility. Google's Gemini is heading to your car, promising AI-driven enhancements that could reshape your driving experience. Are you ready for smarter roads? I definitely think that will help lower traffic, help people go in other different directions to alleviate all that traffic. So definitely key. We'll see. Nuclear company has successfully raised $46 million to advance the development of massive nuclear reactor sites. Nuclear power, definitely something that more countries need to look into too. So yeah, a lot going on here, chat. A lot going on here. Let's tap into some things going on, chat. I'm going to shoot that one. Shoot this one. Get it right for you guys. 1 second. Yeah, we can show this one. So yeah, investing news. Yeah, just wanted to tap in, see a couple things here, show you guys what's up. Couple good companies that we're in. You could tap into this after. Head over, check those companies. But these are kind of our main ones that we could show right now, but we got some more in the Patreon. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the investment world, and stocks going higher right now because of all these trade uncertainties going on right now. So yeah, continuing to monitor that, watch that as we see the world of AI taking over, right? So that's kind of our main thing right there. Let me tap some gems in to you guys and see. It's always good to get some game. Always good to get some game. So let's get some game. Something I didn't watch. You guys gonna tap into a couple of these series with me.
people don't realize how massive the positive impact AI is going to have on their life.
Well, I would argue that the idea that this AI disruption doesn't lead us to human catastrophe is optimistic. For example, people are going to be unemployed in huge numbers.
You agree with that, don't you?
Yes, if your job is as routine as it comes, it's gone in the next couple of years. But it's going to create new opportunities for wealth creation.
That's the thing, man.
Creating a new species, and nobody on Earth can predict what's going to happen.
This space is so untapped.
Leading voices to debate the most disruptive shift in human history.
Let me just speed it up for you guys for a bit, because
houses, they have status, and that's about to go away.
Well, if it's highest paid jobs, maybe you should start saving.
Yeah, well,
well, I mean, but I hear you. But you're talking about people who have done vital work, highly specialized work, and are therefore not in a great position to pivot based on the invention of a technology that they didn't see coming because, frankly, I mean, in the abstract, maybe we all saw AI coming.
this is the thing, man. The AI shift right now is literally crazy, bro. This shift is not going anywhere. And you literally just gotta be watching. You gotta be wanting to know what's gonna happen, right? Because this is gonna happen regardless. It's happening right now.
It's
right?
not their fault that they've suddenly become obsolete, and it's inconceivable that people will accept this.
Yeah.
It is not. It is fundamentally incompatible with our nature. We have to have things to strive for, and you can sustain life that way, but you cannot sustain a meaningful existence, and so it's a short-term plan at best.
Let's talk about meaning. On that point of job displacement, this is already happening. Klarna's CEO, who has been on this podcast before, a great guy, said on a blog post that they published on Klarna's website, saying that they now have AI customer service agents handling 2.3 million chats per month, which is equal to having to hire 700 full-time people to do that.
Damn,
so they've already been able to save on 700.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they're understanding. People are understanding where AI is really gonna help you, bro. This thing, AI is gonna help you do everything. Literally everything you need to get done. You're gonna have somebody there to help you do it. It's there. It's already there. It's in place. Things like Siri. When I'm doing laundry and all that stuff, I say, "Oh, set me a timer for this." Boom, does it. Boom. Everything is already. We've already been integrating with AI for a long time without really realizing it, right? So important to stay tapped in and listen to things like this, because you're gonna get info and more insight on how to incorporate it into your daily life. Seriously. So tap in. And tap in with us. Scan the QR code. Get some merch, as well as get some info, get some insight and knowledge. Head over, scan that link.
By having AI agents to do that.
And they actually got rid of those 700 jobs, right?
I don't have that information in front of me, but I'll have a look. I'll throw it up on screen for anyone that wants context on that. But that's already happening. This isn't something a anesthetologist or something. And these aren't high-paid people in every case.
We've done something similar, by the way. We've internally replaced that function for 70%.
Yeah, I mean, our company, we're 65 people, and we make millions per head. So it's
Are you going to need to hire more people to get up to?
I think so, but we're hiring slowly. Like we're using customer support AI, and that meant that we need less customer support. And we're trying to leverage AI as much as possible. The person in HR at Replit writes software using Replit. So I'll give you an example. She needed org charts software, and she looked at a bunch of them.
Oh, damn. Sorry, chat.
Changed and to go back in history. She went into Replit, and in 3 days, she got exactly the kind of software that she wants.
And what was the cost?
Perhaps $20, something like that, $20, $30. Once, right? And how many employees in HR do we need? Right now, we have 2. If they're highly levered like that, maybe we do not need a 20 HRT.
On this point of meaning, I've heard so many billionaires in AI describe this as the age of abundance. And I'm not necessarily sure if abundance is always a great thing, because, you know, when we look at mental health and we look at how people derive their meaning and their purpose in life, much of it is having something to strive towards and some struggle in a meaningful direction to you. And this is maybe adjacent, but when there was a study done, I think it was in Australia, where they looked at suicide letters. And in the suicide letters, the sentiment of men in those suicide letters was they didn't feel worthy. They didn't feel like they were worth it. They didn't feel
Suicide
like
letters,
they
really?
were needed by their families. And this is much of what caused their psychological state. And I wonder, in a world of abundance where a lot of these AI billionaires are telling us that we're going to have so much free time and we're not going to need to
Yep.
work,
Scatter
if
link
there
and
is
get
all going to be a
some
crisis of meaning, a
gear,
mental health
chat.
problem.
I mean, there already is, and it doesn't require AI, and it's going to get worse. I don't know what to do about it, because essentially, as human beings, we are built, like all organisms, to find opportunity and figure out how to exploit it. That's what we do.
100%.
And the world you're describing is really the opposite of that. It's one where you're effectively having your biological needs at the physiological level satisfied, and there isn't an obvious place for your spare time, if that's what you end up with, to be utilized in something that, there's no place to strive. And I do imagine, almost at best, what would happen is you have people who are being sustained by a universal basic income and then parasitized, whatever currency they have to spend, somebody will be targeting it, and they will be targeting it with an AI augmented system that spots their defects.
You gotta be aware, chat. You're not gonna
And
find
we're
out this
already
shit.
living
They're
in this
not
world,
telling you
but it will be
shit.
that much worse when the AI is
If
figuring
you're not
out,
tapping in
what
yourself,
kind of porn to target you with
trying to
specifically,
get some knowledge out here,
it's going to get worse and
you're
worse.
gonna be lost.
And I do think it would be worth our time as a species to start considering, if we are about to find ourselves in this situation and we find some way of dealing with the basic needs of the large number of people who are going to be sidelined, what would a world have to look like in order for them to have real meaning, not pseudo meaning, not something that, superficially, a video game is not meaning, even if it feels very meaningful in the moment. I think that would be a worthy investment for us to figure out how to produce it. But frankly, I'm not expecting us to either have that conversation or get very far down that road. I think it's much more likely that we will squander the wealth dividend that will be produced by AI.
Interestingly, you also see in Western countries that when we get more abundance, we start having less kids. And we're already seeing this sort of population decline in the Western world, which was kind of scary.
Yeah, chat. This is so key. This is another reason why we gotta stay tapped in right now.
Mistakes, the less likely they are to want to have children, the more they try and protect their
Growth.
families. But also on this
Think
point of AI,
abundantly.
relationships are hard. My girlfriend is happy sometimes and not happy other times, and I have to go through that struggle with her of working on the relationship. Children are hard. And if we are optimizing ourselves, and much of the reason that I sustain the struggle with my girlfriend is, I'm sure, from some evolutionary reason, because I want to reproduce and I want to have kin. But if I didn't have to deal with the struggle that comes with human relationships, romantic or platonic, there's going to be a proportion of people that actually choose that outcome. And I wonder what's going to happen to birth rates in such a scenario, because we're already struggling. We're already in a situation where we used to be having 5 children per woman in the 1950s to about 2 in 2021, and we're seeing a decline. If you look at South Korea, their fertility rate has fallen to 0.72, the lowest recorded globally. And if this trend continues, the country's population could halve by 2100. So yeah, relationships, connections, and also I guess we've got to overlay that with the loneliness epidemic, which is, they promised us social connection when social media came about. When we got Wi-Fi connections, the promise was that we would become more connected. But it's so clear that because we spend so long alone, isolated, having our needs met by Uber Eats drivers and social media and TikTok and the internet, that we're investing less in the very difficult thing of going and making a friend and going and finding a girlfriend. Young people are having sex less than ever before. Everything
100%.
that is associated with the difficult job of making in real life connections seems to be falling away.
I'll make the case that everything that we've discussed here, all the negative things around loneliness, around meaning, they're already here. And I don't think blaming technology for all of it is the right thing. Like, I think there are a lot of things that happened because of existing human,
Comment down below, chat. What city are you in?
limitations.
How is AI
Well,
affecting
I
you?
wanted to go back to where you started.
How's
What
AI
do you think
affecting
is
your daily
maybe
life?
the
Let us know
fundamental question?
below.
Why is it that we
Let's
are
deep
already
dive,
living in
chat.
a world that is not making us happy? And is that the responsibility of technology? And I don't think it's exactly technology. Human beings, among our gifts, are fundamentally technological.
When I fuck with my patients, I get close.
Quantum computing or flint knapping an arrowhead. What has happened to us that has created the growing, spreading, morphing dystopia is a process that Heather and I, in our book, A Hunter-Gatherer's Guide to the 21st Century, call hypernovelty. Hypernovelty is the fact of the rate of change outpacing our capacity to adapt to change. And we are already well past the threshold here where the world that we are young in is not the world that we are adults
The
in.
world is
And that
constantly
mismatch
changing,
is
chat.
making...
I just want to make you guys aware of this constant change. And if you're not kind of tapped into the change yourself, it's kind of going to be, it's going to be different for you. Because you're just going to be one of the people following. You're going to be one of the sheeps, right? You're not going to be leading the way. You're not really knowing what's going on, what you need to be tapped into next, the type of game that's being offered daily. This type of game right here is so crucial. Even you tapping into this video could have sparked something for you to want to know more to, right? To start a business and to implement into your business, right? So stay tapped in. It's so crucial. Even again, shout out DGI. Shout out DGI for the great products, great game. Yeah, we need all of that because it is very important. And yeah, those type of things will make you get where you need to be too, right? So like we said, when you have great things around you, great people around you, great insight around you, you'll be able to know more and be able to reach those heights that you need to be at, right? So make sure you stay tapped in with Daily Dose Media. Head over, follow, share, like, comment, and keep getting us in them algorithms, chat. We appreciate y'all. Everybody who taps in, very important. Everybody here before 1 million, you already know. So let's keep it up. It's our time. Let's get things going. So, yeah, with that being said, head over to Daily Dose Media. Shop and shop till you drop. Go get some gear. We made it 5% off for a limited time. Head over, tap in on some water bottles. Everybody needs to drink water. Tote bags, stickers, sweaters, hats. We're on point, so don't forget to tap into that too. Support the channel, support the wave. Yeah, and let's keep thriving right now. Some more new Bitcoin news, as I seen just now. Al-Baja has become the first public company in the Middle East to implement a strategic Bitcoin treasury. So we can see where this is going, right? The Middle East is now going to be pouring in millions, almost trillions, potentially, because they want to have their own country stabilization too, right? So you can definitely see where this is headed, right? Trillions possibly going into Bitcoin from the UAE now. So many places this money is flowing from. So it's literally insane. This money is flowing from every side of the world. Global currency, right? So this is completely different from anything else. Right, chat? Completely different. So it's really up to us to decipher, right, when you should get in and also reinvest and keep reinvesting, right? So don't stop investing at the end of the day. So that's one of the main things we know. And I wanted to share with you guys some
knowledge and
stuff Bitcoin
expertise, because
before
you
we
have
head
to
out.
be willing to make a bet that society or the market or people are wrong or mispricing things, and you're only going to have the knowledge to know that and the
Shout out
skill to
Chris
take
Johnson,
advantage from doing the work. So I think a lot of
one of the
times,
guys
man,
who
on social
really
media, we kind of follow
tapped me into Bitcoin and made me be even more confident in Bitcoin. So definitely shout out to Chris Johnson,
like
tapping
viral
in his
information,
channel.
but those are just people or things that, you know, catch people's eyes. But the substance is kind of found doing, like, you know, deep dives and things. So then you have to deep dive in things you care about and ignore everything else. And a lot of things you see on the internet is just distractions. Right? Find the subject matter experts and follow their work, and then cross-check their work, and look for the references that they give, and go double-check their work, cross-check their work, right? And it just sends you down this rabbit hole, and it leads. A lot of the opportunity that you're gonna find to even study and do all this stuff, it's not like school, bro. Like in school, you study all day, all night, you turn in a paper, they put a little grade on it, and then that's that, right? The teacher put the paper in the trash or give it back to you, you could put it in the trash or whatever. This ain't school, bro. If you're right about something, you get rich. You feel me?
Facts.
So the best opportunity for you to take advantage of this is on the weekends, right? So
Facts.
what you do from Friday evening
That's why I'm streaming right
until
now.
Sunday night will determine how
That's
far you're
no
gonna go.
cap. People think, oh, bro, you should be out right now. You should be chilling. You should be, bro. I'm getting this game in. I'm getting this knowledge in. I'm getting this. We empowering ourselves when people are out here turning like, dude, this ain't a joke. Trillions is being added to the market. Are you in? Are you even in position? Talking about you going to the club. Are you even in a fucking NVIDIA call? Are you in a fucking option play? Are you in a fucking stock? Do you even own what stock did you buy today, Nick? Did you buy a stock today? If you didn't buy a stock today, where the fuck are you going, bro? What do you mean you going outside? What do you mean you going to the club? Priorities, bro. Priorities. People have their priorities. Mix the hell up. Go get a band. Go figure out how to get a damn band. Did you make a band today? Not yet. Figure it out then. You shouldn't be partying, bro. It's time to get into this game. Bitcoin was 0.01. That means not even a motherfucking cent. You understand? Now the thing is $100,000. If this thing really does do a mill, and you sitting on the sidelines, it's not even just Bitcoin though. It's every ETF out there that's invested in Bitcoin is gonna touch extreme crazy numbers if you're invested from now. It's the ETFs. It's the little things that. The thing I've learned is, I'm gonna give y'all a gem. The thing I've learned is, I don't even know if I should. All right, bet. The thing I've learned. Shout out my producer. The thing I've learned is, yeah, bro. You really gotta understand, like, the secondary market. There's gonna be the main market, and then there's gonna be the secondary market. Usually, the secondary market is really where you should be watching, because that side is gonna blow. And when I'm talking about secondary market, I mean the ETFs. If you got in the ETFs while they started, look where they're at right now. You could, based on money and where you need to put it, you put your money there, triple up, quadruple up, whatever, 5 up, 10 times your money, and then you put that into Bitcoin, right? So you can use this as a way to buy Bitcoin if you can't buy the big amounts you need to right now, right? So kind of just understand things, see where you want to go and put your funds into. But even if there's a guy that bought Bitcoin for 5 years, $25 a day, $25 a week, it's there. Opportunities are there. Find your strategy, use your strategy, win. Lock in, chat. Let me finish this video so you guys can.
I didn't give up a lot of weekends, man, to get where I'm at. But stay away from them distractions. And you're not gonna realize that you're being distracted until it's too late. The boy tripping. Let's go.
Key information, key game. If you want some more of that key game, follow Daily Dose Media for more gaming insight. As always, this is what we do. Yeah, give us some feedback too if y'all liking the chat. Loving liking the channel. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Everything. We appreciate you, chat. Stay tapped in. Be sure to get us in them algorithms. Even if you're watching on the replay, share, like, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. Oh, was that an update? No, we're good. Yeah, so stay tapped in with us. We appreciate it.
Come on, man.
You know what time it is. Yeah, we still got some flags on it. Scan the QR code if you're watching after hours. Love y'all. More Bitcoin news and game coming from Daily Dose. Peace.